Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Betway's Way to Win. We're at Hollywood Bets Grable. We're on the Poly on this Wednesday and hope that it's all good for everybody. Just a reminder in terms of what's going on in the opener, scratch number 7 is not going to be running. And with it being a Poly weather-wise, there's a 10% chance of rain. 31 degrees, so it's quite hot out there, and there's a possibility of a headwind somewhere between 15 and 45 k's. Remember your Betway account, hopefully you've already opened by now if you haven't done so. Blue voucher, the easy way to top up, deposit and pay. It's as simple as that. Hopefully you're already on that mark. Well, we're going to get straight into the action, and for those of you who haven't joined our WhatsApp group, what are you doing? Why haven't you joined yet? I think that's we're going to put that number up now. Hey, Ricky, have you got that WhatsApp number to show everybody what we got? We'll talk about the first. There's the number. What is it? 0691643272. Just send your name and number, your name and ID number, and they'll add you. Be part of the Betway family here on Way to Win. What 12 Roy's Grace, favourite in the first. We'll join Gary John in a moment. So 2-1 favourite here. And naturally, the draw would be a bit of a concern, but we'll ask Gary in a sec. She's a Rocket, second choice at 28-10. 8-1 about number 2, Diamond Dash. 8-1 about number 8, Predator's Surprise. And also 8-1 about number 1, Noble Blue, who's the first time out of the Dennis Bosch stable. Gary John, talk to us. How you doing?
Morning, Clyde. I'm well, thanks, and yourself. And morning to the punters. I hope they had a good weekend racing. And yeah, just going on to the first race. I do really like the 3-year. She's a Rocket. It moved from Tony Peter to Stuart Ferry. I heard about this horse first and second time out. You can see they backed it very strongly. I don't know what happened with it. I do know this horse puts up a lot of good work, and I'm pretty sure it's sand work. So with the draw and just looking at the weakness of the field, I have to lean towards She's a Rocket. I think it's good enough to beat a bunch like this. Just looking at Roy's Grace, cracking last run. But also one question mark there was its poly run to Blowing in the Wind and also draw 12. I think it's going to be very hard for it to win the race. I definitely think it'll be in the places. I make the clear danger to She's a Rocket, Diamond Dash on the run to take your place. It does have She's a Rocket held, but I'm expecting this horse to reverse the form line. I think this horse will get it right from draw 3, poly track today, 1,200 meters. I think it's right up its alley. I say have a bet.
Thank you so much for that, Gary John. Just in terms of Dennis Bosch's baby, Noble Blue says, nice sort will probably need the outing. There's Gary John's bipot. Banker 3 by 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. Impossible race by 2, 3, 4, by 6 and 12, by 6, 8, 9, by 2, 3, 5 and 9. Second race time for the place accumulator runs at 10 past 1. 1,200 meters, so make a note of the draws. Naturally, it's a maiden class field, but it's an open maiden class field, so make a note of that. Look at the weights very carefully and give you an idea as to perhaps what you'd like to go with. One trend maker is the favourite here at 27-10. That is currently top of the boards. The 11 River Dance is priced up as the second favourite at 3-1. The 7 Higher Love is at 5-1, and Kazi is priced up at 7-1. Louis Quisson's been back in form. It's good to see. And they bet 10-1 about Frank Robinson's horse, number 10, Fire Tiger. And you can get 11-1 and better about the balance. There you just saw the blue voucher reminder. Hopefully you're all on it and you guys are doing what you need to do. So place accumulators in this particular race. You make an open race, Gary John, or where do we stand?
Clyde, this is one of the hardest races on the card. I mean, I've never put so many horses in my bar pot in my entire life. Like I couldn't dissect this. I must admit. Just like my first choice was a slight preference to River Dance, but that draw 11, the form line's very weak, so it's very hard to give confidence on that. And I mean, it's a last run was on the grass. I do feel that it is a better poly horse, but still, its runs haven't. None of its runs stick out to me. And just speaking on Trend Maker once again. Form line is not. I don't think that once again was a weak bunch, even in its maiden where it ran to Top Gun. Probably the horse to beat in my eyes. But when I look at this race, it's very tough to stick my neck out. Like on paper, I would have to lean slightly to a horse called Higher Love. Its last run to My Boy Lollipop, I think, was a good enough run compared to this bunch. And then just going back to the run before to Slytherin. We saw Who Blinked. We made it the best bet the other day that arrived. We saw that win, and that form line hasn't been the worst. So out of the race runners here, I'd slightly lean towards number 7. But guys, don't be scared to load. I mean, these first timers don't have to be too good to beat a bunch like this. And a question mark horses Fire Tiger. It is held by Trendmaker. There's a little bit of support on it on debut. But Frank, with these horses, they do all come on. So you might want to respect it. But in my PA, I've stuck to my guns. I've gone 1, 7, and 11.
Thanks for that. There's a look at the PA from Gary John. We do have a banker later on, and a couple of bankers later on this afternoon. That PA on that particular permutation will cost 144 Rand. Okay, not an easy race, the third either, but we'll have a look, get an idea from Gary John. You're reminded, of course, about your Betway account. If you haven't already opened, there's a code that you scan and it'll come up in a minute. There's the number on the WhatsApp, 0691643272. Send your name and ID number to the group and they'll add you to the Betway Waited to Win family. And there's that QR code that you scan to open your account, should you be pleased to do so. So what horses are dominating here? Well, Gorgeous Dude, just remind about Blue Voucher. There it is. You can take a look. The easy way to top up, deposit and play, gaming, connectivity, healthcare, financial, whatever it may be that you're interested in. Well, Alison Wright's got a couple here, and I got a comment from the Hollywood crowd in terms of Purple Powerhouse, where Alison Wright has said that the horse, whilst being off a bit of a break, is doing well at home and should be right there at the finish. So look out for Purple Powerhouse. Gorgeous Dude, they share favoritism. The third choice in the market, or third and fourth choices, are T-Rex and Dress to the Nine. So 2 and 6 are the next best. And then you've got the 7, Victor Rail, who's quoted in single numbers. And there's double figures about the balance, the other two in the race. So Gary John, what are we going to do?
Clyde, this race here, I like 3 horses, 2, 3, and 4. My first selection will be number 2, T-Rex. I do feel the drop back to the 1,000 meters on the poly is perfect for this horse. I'd really like to see it go handy. There's a few runs that stick out to me, like the run to Soho Star, 5.7 lengths, Master Bling, 1.3 lengths. Those are good runs. And even a horse called Proud Master that's also done very well for Ferry, 5.5 lengths. So I'd just slightly stick towards this. I'd like to see it in front. I believe the horse that gets to the front in this race will probably win this race. I have healthy respect for a Gorgeous Dude, but also just looking at its poly form, also suspect. But its last grass run was actually an absolute cracker in my eyes. And even the 8 lengths to neither here nor there. And also, you got to respect Purple Powerhouse. I mean, if I can't get it right today, I don't know when it is going to get it right. It hasn't won in 1,080 days since its last win. A bit of a put-off, but today it has all the chance in the world of beating a bunch, because this is the weakest bunch I feel that it's taken on. So it wouldn't surprise me to see it get it right. And I think I see the race T-Rex, Gorgeous Dude, Purple Powerhouse in that order.
Okay, so perhaps it's T-Rex, Comnadu. They priced up 7-2, but Gary John's playing it safe, as you can see. Couple of horses in the next leg. And then right at the back, we'll take our chances by bankering number 8, and we'll hope that'll pull us off. Currently this morning at 5-1 for Frikkie Greiling, a horse called Numzan is our play in the last today. Okay, welcome back. Race number 4 of the card, and here we got favourite top of the boards at 2-1 is number 6, White Seahorse. They're going over 1,800 metres, and this morning priced up as the 2-1 favourite. 12, El Capitan is 9-2 second favourite. The Wolf, number 10 on the card, is the third choice at 7-1. 8-1 about the 7, Glorious Butterfly. 8-1 number 2, Freddie Slater. And then you can get 10-1 and better about the balance. So originally, Gary John, in your pick 6, when I had a look, you went White Seahorse and El Capitan. I would imagine not much has changed since we last had a look at that. And perhaps it's those two that end up fighting this out.
Clyde, I took my chance here, obviously, because I do have 2 legs with Fielden. Yes, my first choice will be El Capitan. My only concern is I nearly made this my best bet of the day, but the draw 12 is a bit of a concern for me. And also the 1,800. I don't know, I believe this horse will stay, but when I see it run running. I'm a little bit scared of the extra 200, but also being now taking the poly for the first time, maybe it loves it. On paper, this horse can't get beaten if this race was run on paper. I mean, its form lines are awesome. Maybe put a line through its last run, but I mean, the rest of the runs to View of the World, we've all seen what View of the World's done. It's run behind some decent horses. Talk to the master twice in Cape Town. That's really good form. But like I said, my concern is the 1800. I do believe it's the best horse in the race. Then just going to White Seahorse, I did add it in. Got to respect it on its Cape form. Last time was in a winner's race in Cape Town, and it never ran a bad race. Only 2.7 lengths behind, so you have to respect it. And also the run to Native Ruler was also not a bad run. So I make it between the two horses. If you guys want to add anything in, maybe the Wolf did improve over the ground, might also enjoy the step up in trip, and maybe City Lights. But I'm strong here with the 6 and the 12. I really hope the 12 stays though.
Thank you so much. The stable think that they probably will stay. Gareth van Zel's comment to the owners about El Capitan doing well at home, and they're quite bullish that this horse will go the extra. So interesting. 6 and 12, first leg of Gary's jackpot by 6, 7, 8, 9, by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, by 7 and 8. Okay, you're back with us. Welcome back. Good to have you with us here on Betway's Weighted to Win. We'll take a look now at what the story is for our next play, race number 5, a second jackpot opportunity if you're looking to have an exotic bet. Well, the latest in the market this morning when doing the Wednesday morning show is that Mocha Blend is top of the boards, number 9 on the card for Frank Robinson. They priced up at 33 to 10 this morning. Number 8, Off Limits. Louis Gerson will be hoping for another big day, 5 to 1. One Play with Fire is 6 to 1. 6 to 1 about number 2, Sasha's Dream. And then you can get 10 to 1 and better. No, sorry, Queen Annie's in there. Queen Amina, I beg your pardon, is 6 to 1. And it's 10 to 1 and better about the balance. Second jackpots. Gary John, how are we going to play?
Clyde, this race here, my value bet comes up. It's Ethereal View number 6. It's 18 to 1 and 38 to 10, top 3. I think this is an absolute great bet in my eyes. I mean, when you look at Off Limits at 5 to 1, I can't have that. I mean, I've got this horse stone cold held. I'd rather take the places on Ethereal View than back Off Limits a win. Just ignore Ethereal View's last run. It never enjoyed the grass. I know it was 10 lengths behind. There was actually a winner out of there called Wars of Nowhere that only ran 4 lengths behind. But let's go back to its poly run to Safe and Sound. What a run, in my opinion. This was a great run. I know Safe and Sound came out to win again. Valet Mambo, the second horse, went out to PE. It actually should have won that day, I feel. I know it ran third, but in my opinion, I think it should have won. And then going back to the run, the key run, where it beat Way to Burn by 1.5 lengths, 1,600 meters poly. If we go now, we can go now to Off Limits. Off Limits in its second last start ran 4.7 lengths behind Way to Burn. So on that, I have to like Ethereal View. I make it the value. And to be quite honest, I don't see much in this race. At 18 to 1, I'm having a full go on a win in a place. I don't really want to know about this horse getting beat. I mean, even going back to its previous form, 3 lengths Quid Pro Quo, 2.4 lengths Just Reckless. Yes, it went a little bit backwards after that. But, I mean, I feel that back on the poly, 1800 is not going to be a problem. This is definitely the horse to beat in my eyes. I do have respect for Mocha Blend. I don't know what to expect. It is the half sister to Bahrain. I mean, last time when it ran, I thought it was beaten, and then it somehow found another gear. Does look like a tough ride, but also have to respect it. Stable in hot form, but I'm in full force here with the Ethereal View. I've banked it in some of my bets, and I'm also going to have a bet on the head and a place.
Okay, well, that's good to know. Listen, you're talking 18 to 1, as Gary John made reference to, and perhaps around 4 to 1 a place, the first 3, number 6, Ethereal View. On the way to born collateral form line that he's made reference to, perhaps a serious factor. In the second jackpot, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, by 2, 7, 8, and our banker at the back, number 8. Let's move on to race number 6 now. This is a Class 5, and it's over 1,200 meters. Some of them rated in their 50s, some in their 60s, some in their early 70s or thereabouts. And in this event, takeout number 6. Head Girl is not running. Okay, so what's the latest on the betting then for this particular event? We've got this horse top of the board, 3 Mama's Baby, who's priced up this morning at 22 to 10 for Gareth Funzel. 8 Sweet Julia, Alison Wright, they're expecting a good run. He's 3 to 1 second favourite. Number 2, Drive By for Louis Huisson is 33 to 10. And 7 to 2 about number 5, Quentasia. Then the 9, Swiss Paradise, is next in the market, and that's priced up at 10 to 1. You can get 14s and better about the balance. All right, Gary John, we've dropped back in distance now. We're over the 1,200, and where are we going here?
Clyde, it's also a little bit of an open race. I did lean slightly towards Drive By. I feel like it will reverse the form on Quentasia on its last run, but you still have to respect Quentasia. It was on the grass and not the poly that day, and it was drawn 10 out of 11. But I just get the feeling that Drive By is a better poly horse than a grass horse. So I think it should reverse the form line. I also have healthy respect for Mama's Boy, but also one slight concern is the poly. Its second last run on the poly wasn't the greatest run, but its turf runs have been there. It's got really nice turf form. I don't really like this horse, Head Girl. I could be completely wrong. It took so long to break its maiden.
Yeah,
so
she's taken out now, Gary John. She's gone. She's just been scratched. Number 6, Head Girl. Yeah, she's gone.
Okay, sorry, Clyde.
No problem.
Yeah. So I had to lean towards Drive By over Mama's Boy and Quentasia, especially because of course and distance. And obviously, Swiss Paradise has to be respected. It is a bit of a mad horse, this horse, but sometimes it does get out the gates quick, and it might be a hard horse to peg back. But Drive By does have it held, in my opinion. I suggest a small win bet on Drive By.
Okay, that's trading this morning at around 33 to 10. Drive By, and the stable of Louis Huisson have been in good form. Over the 1,200 we go now. We have a look at the early market. This is the 7th, the penultimate of the day. And number 1, Preemptive Strike. Stu Ferry's got a couple in here. He's also got Lion's Eye. And having read what the Hollywood Bets guys have sent out about Lion's Eye, they're quite confident, Stuart Ferry, that Lion's Eye will have a bold performance. It's priced up 14 to 1 at the moment. In terms of Hope is Power, the other one they own here, Gareth also saying a lot of weight, obviously, to carry 64, not easy, but they give it a chance. So back to the market, 33 to 10 about 1, Preemptive Strike. Also joint favourite, 33 to 10, number 6, McDazzler, or number 5, McDazzler. 6, Hippocrates is the other Stu Ferry, also have 5 to 1. So he's got quite a strong hand in this race. And the 8 horse Hope is Power is priced up at 5 to 1. 2, Voldemort, you can get some 6s and 7s and better about the balance. Stu Ferry, hold the key, Gary John.
Clyde, I've leaned towards Hope is Power at 60, carrying 64 kilos. I know it's a bit of a bold move, but just going to its form lines, I think this horse has this field beat, eh? And just looking at the weights, I know there's a few claimers, but I mean, there's not really many horses in this field carrying a little weight. Like most of them are carrying quite high weight. So I think this horse can get away with the 64. Just going back to its run to License to Thrill, which came out to 1. And then it's 2 runs to Connery on the poly. I really feel this is the horse to beat. Obviously, the weight is a concern, but like I said, the whole field's carrying weight. My clear second choice will be Godspeed. I think it ran an absolute cracker in Joburg. It beat a horse called Destiny of Fire that came out to 1. And it's also Destiny of Fire's form in Durban hasn't been the worst. And also knowing that Sota is also not such a bad sort. So I lean to those 2 horses slightly. I've actually left out Ferry's horses. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, but my third choice here will be Voldemort, super consistent, also loves the poly track. It's got the draw today. I really like Hope is Power, I must admit, and Godspeed. I think it's between the 2 horses. I'd also suggest just a small bet on Hopper's Power, or maybe even a little swinger 7 and 8.
Okay, well, Hopeless Power beat License to Thrill, who we know came out and won. So here's Gary John's recommendation straight up the 8, Hopeless Power. So this is a D stakes and it's over 1400 meters on the poly. Draw going to play some sort of role. Take out numbers 13, 14 and 15. They're all out, the reserve runners. So we're back to the 12 that will line up at this point in time when recording the show this morning, or Wednesday morning. And here number 2, Aldrox, top of the boards. It's 4-1 the field. There's your opportunity to scan that code and open your Betway account. 4, Porfirio is at 9-2. 5-1 about number 8, Numzon, is Gary John's first choice. I know because he's banking it. If we're still running in the pick six, he's banked this. And that Cape Town form's not too bad, I got to say, particularly that last start, I thought, Gary John. When having a look at Numzon, I mean, he was in the company of not too bad a horse. I mean, the likes of Big Unit, who came out and won again, and Empire State. I mean, they're not too bad.
Clyde, I have to agree, but the form line even gets better before that. Something that also sticks out to me quite a lot is when it came off a layoff, it was draw 10. It was draw 10 at Durbanville over the 1250. And I mean, they backed this horse in from 17-2 into 28-10. I know it got beaten that day, but obviously this horse puts up some really good work. Once again, I'm pretty sure it's also sand. It's been putting up some very good sand work. And the run before to Boundless Energy, once again, great run. But let's go back to the 3 lengths to Green with Envy over the 1400 at Durbanville. What a great run. Gallic Dream was in there, also ran a cracker the other day, Rapidash. And then the one run that actually sticks out the most to me, which I think is a better run than Green with Envy, is the 1.7 lengths to Questioning. I thought, I'm licking my lips at this price. I must admit, I don't want to know about this horse getting beaten. I think it's going to take to the poly. Obviously, the pace will be between Porfirio and Numzon. I'm not sure who's going to get to the front, but on paper, this horse Numzon is miles better than this field. I'm having a full dip. I honestly think at 5-1, there's so much value. This horse is much better than this field in my eyes. And if it's just 70-80%, well, I think this will walk home. I'm having a full go. I've banked it in everything. I've really taken quite a bit of it. I think this is the best bet on the card by a country mile. How it's 5-1, I don't know. I mean, 7-10, top 4 looks like a Christmas present.
There you go, 7-10. The top placings in terms of this particular horse, top 4 placings. Thanks, Gary John. 5-1 at the moment about Numzon, but I don't think that price is going to last too long. Let's hope that Matthew Thackeray can deliver.